Morning friends, my name is Adrika and today we are going to listen chapter 3 of Dracula, of the novel Dracula. The name of the chapter is Count Lee for England. The novel Dracula is written by Bram Stoker. So let's start the third chapter. Jonathan Harker's Journal, 15th May. Despite the Count's warnings, I explored various rooms in the castle. There was nothing much for me to do and no company at all. Hence, it was only natural that I took to exploring the castle and admiring its fine furnishing, opulence, and spectacular views from its high windows. I particularly liked the window facing the south side since it had a very peaceful view. I leaned out in the moonlight and suddenly saw something moving a story below me to the left. I thought it came from the window of the Count's own room. What I saw shocked me out of my wits. The dark against the silver night, I saw the Count's head coming out of the window. Slowly, his whole body emerged from the window. Holding on to the gaps in the walls, the Count was descending the wall, face down like a lizard. He seemed completely at ease, traversing the walls against gravity. His fingers and toes grasped the surface in a manner no human could. His form has a distinct grace to it, but my blood ran cold at this ghastly sight. I quickly stepped back from the window, unwilling and unable to watch any more. There were dangers surrounding me that I dared not even think of. I am a prisoner of fate and even of Count Dracula. I quickly returned to my room with my heart in my mouth. Needless to say, I slept fitfully. 1st June. Once more I saw the Count go out in his desert-like fashion. Now I knew for certain that there is something very dangerous about this place, and not just peculiar, as I had initially thought. I craned my neck to see more, but the Count disappeared into a hole or crevice in the walls. Since the Count was out, I took this chance to explore the castle further and maybe find the keys to the doors. After trying my luck in vain for several hours, I found one particularly heavy door closed, but not locked. I tried to push and shove it against it, but it won't budge. I tried with all my might, but I couldn't move it an inch. Dejected, I gave up. I was so tired that I sat at a table in the room and started writing my journal. After some time, perhaps due to sheer mental fatigue, I fell asleep. When I woke up, I sensed presence of someone else in the room. I did not want to immediately sit up as I didn't know what fresh hell awaited from me. Instead, I slowly opened my eyes. In the moonlight, opposite me were three young and very beautiful women. All three of them were uncommonly pale, had brilliant white and pointed teeth with dark red lips. They had a musical, haunting voice. Oh, what do we have here? I kept my eyes closed and pretended to sleep. Though I am a married man and love my wife, Mina, very much, I felt a strange attraction to these women. One of them came close to me and bent so low that I could feel her teeth on my neck. At that moment, the Count entered the room and angrily pulled her away from me. In a voice that was low but seemed to cut through the air, he whispered, "How dare you touch him? This man belongs to me." He spoke like a hellfire turned loose. "Then do we have nothing tonight?" asked one of the women. The Count pointed to a sack in the corner, which seemed to have something moving inside it. The women jumped forward and opened the sack. It seemed like a small, mewling baby inside it. The women gleefully disappeared with the bag in an instant. This was all too much for me and I became unconscious. When I woke up, I was back in my own bed. I tried going back to the room where the horrific event had taken place, but I found it locked. 17th June. Today I saw the gypsies riding up to the castle with many large square boxes with the handles made of rope. I rushed to the door, but to my dismay, I found that my room was locked. I waved, but I couldn't gain the gypsies' attention. But I could hear some work going on inside the castle. 18th June. I decided to search for the key again. I was convinced that it must be in the Count's room, but his room was locked. In desperation, I risked my life and climbed down to the Count's room by scaling the wall and of the window just above. I couldn't find the key, but found a staircase that led to the basement. There, I discovered the boxes that the gypsy people had brought with them. There were 50 boxes in all, and in one of them lay the Count. The Count looked younger. His moustache and hair were all dark grey, and there was fresh blood on his lips. His eyes were open, and he was smiling cruelly, a smile so malicious that it could have held its own in the deepest parts of the hell. I ran back to my room when I heard one of the gypsies returning. After a few hours, I saw them leaving the castle with the 50 boxes. The Count had left the castle. Now it seems to me that I am alone with the three ladies and will be their dinner tonight. Thank you.